today I am going to be talking about the WAP terminal, and I'm going to be talking specifically about the new feature, let me say the recent feature that just came inside of the WAP terminal. So let's go right in. So on the WAP terminal, there is this, as you know, WAP terminal, inside of the WAP terminal, you can communicate with model like Cloud4, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, any model, basically. And these are like agentic AIs that you can talk to inside of WAP itself. So, and you can do a lot of things. You can ask them, some questions, stuff like that. You can collaborate with the AI. You can vibe code anything directly from your terminal. But they do some features now that are mind blowing. I'm going to show you all these features. So the first thing I want to talk about is, first of all, if you come from the background of like Linux, Kali, you know that on Linux you can easily open a file, from your terminal, stuff like that, like with Vim, Nano, stuff like that. And now, guess what? WAP supports Vim key bindings in terms. So let's go right in. The first thing is I'm going to list this. This current directory called secure AI. So I'm going to ls to list the current directory. And imagine I want to open up this file in Linux. Normally, traditional terminals that come with macOS don't support this. You can't open a file in your terminal. You get the idea. It doesn't work unless you have Vim and stuff like that. So now WAP just broke everything. Now you can open this file from your terminal directly in WAP, which makes a lot of sense. And you might think it doesn't really make sense, maybe because you can do it on Linux. Guess what? You can even communicate with the AI and ask the AI questions about this specific file, and you can tell the AI to do something about this specific file, which makes it much more interesting, and it makes a lot of sense to me. And I don't know about you, it makes sense. Get the idea. So now that's the first thing. And second thing you can do is that guess what? As I said earlier, WAP now supports Vim key bindings. So if you're using your WAP, you might not have that Vim key bindings, but if you want to set it up, you can just go straight to the settings on WAP. Like you can come here, settings, and you can go to features, and under the general section here you can see there's something called edit code and command with Vim key bindings. Just make sure you check these three things down here and you're good. And after that you can cancel the settings and just come here, and that's all. So now you can use Vim key bindings, like for example Shift O to go up, undo, stuff like that, and GG to go up, Shift G to come down. You get the idea, stuff like that. This mind blowing. I first did not see this coming, although when I was able to open the file on WAP, I was like, okay, that looks good, that makes sense. Get the idea. Lots of terminals you can view file from, which makes a lot of sense. But for it to support Vim key bindings, I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. So although I'm not saying you should replace editor like VS Code and Vim with WAP terminal, I'm just saying sometimes you might want to do some things real quick that you don't want to open the terminal and you just want to do some editing sometimes. So WAP is like your friend. Especially this is going to be good when you are using things like Docker, when you want to edit Docker compose file, Docker file, or a Kubernetes file, something like that. This is going to be like very, very good because you don't want to open an editor to edit those files. You just want to do that directly from your terminal. You get the idea? So that's the first thing. Now, so the next thing I want to talk about is now WAP supports a lot of things. So if you come to the terminal and you hit / you can see like MCP, which is model context protocol. So if you come from like from AI background, you know what model context protocol is. So it's just basically like a protocol, and it is created by, I've forgotten this guy's name by the way, but it's created by it's a protocol that allows the agentic AI that is inside of WAP to perform tasks on your behalf. So it's like a standard it's basically like a protocol. Just think of it that way. That's all about this MCP stuff. So let's go straight up, and I have one MCP here called GitHub. Currently it's failing, I don't know why. Anyways, just go straight up to the next thing. So the next thing is that WAP also did is, which is also very, very mind blowing, is now WAP allows you to open the directory tree. So in case you wanna open the directory tree on WAP, you want to see how the directory looks like, the tree. I know if on Linux, if you know this command, they call tree commands that show you the tree structure of the current directory. So that's what this is also all about. So all you just need to do on Mac, you can just say Command Shift E, and that will open up this tree structure on Mac, which make it a little bit more like VS Code. Oh, okay, not VS Code, I won't say, but you get the idea. This tree structure makes a lot of sense for this. Sometimes you want to navigate and just quickly edit some files and garbage in and garbage out. You get the idea. So that's for this, and this really makes sense. If you're on Windows, you can open this with Ctrl Shift E. On Windows, Mac, Command Shift E, and if you press it again, you can toggle it. I think you can toggle it on and off. Yeah, Command Shift E. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I won't lie. This makes a whole lot of sense to me. And the fact that I can even use Vim commands in here, which makes more sense to me. So these are like the major features they released that I love. The Vim, the editor opening, the state structure makes a lot of sense. The fact that you can communicate with the AI, you can vibe code with the AI. You can let the AI generate some code for you. You and the AI can collaborate together to work on some things. It makes a whole lot of sense, and I love it. So that is all, and I'll see you when I see you. Stay safe and peace. Pim.